Today we're going up against the Detroit Pistons. So we got actually 4 games left until we reach the playoffs. But yeah, man, I've been like no more endorsements. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna play this practice. And after the practice, we can go ahead and play the game. We got like 3 more games left, I think. 3 or 4 more games. But yeah, man, I've been enjoying the gameplay. I have experienced the first time experiencing the being the first time playing 2K16 out of my whole life. I've been dying to get this game. And yeah, man, I think it's really improving right now. It's really improving.
All right, fellas, let's change it up for a bit. How many threes can you make in a minute? Freak, start it up. Okay, guys. We need to pick up the intensity. Boston drill. Here we go. Okay, we're good on the drills for now. Let's make sure we're getting better every day.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson, and it is my pleasure to be with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And coming right up, we'll see the Milwaukee Bucks playing against the Detroit Pistons. Looking at the Pistons, with a record of 3-7 over their last 10 games, they have been struggling. Wins hard to come by. We'll see if they can grab one tonight. And Jabari Parker is a guy we'll have our eye on tonight. Had to sit out most of last season after he tore the ACL. Shaq, you still have to like the kid's future.
You know, I like him, Ernie. He showed us that he can score consistently on the NBA level. He had an early setback, but he's motivated as any young player. I know you see his commercials. He's coming back. He's coming back.
He's coming back with a vengeance, and he's a very efficient scorer at his position, and for his age, he's got a great deal of skill. And I think he's the forgotten man in Milwaukee because they made the playoffs, but this guy was their best player before that happened.
The game is coming up shortly. It's time to get down to Kevin Harlan. Kevin.
It's the Eastern Conference on display featuring the Detroit Pistons. It's the NBA, and it's live right here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, and here with me today, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. In the season series between these two teams, the Pistons came away empty-handed in the last matchup against Milwaukee. Whether they can do to avoid a sweep here, they'll need to rebound and do it, but the momentum is definitely not in their favor.
And despite the outcome, I think they'll feel a little better about that game. There are a lot of positives that they can take away from that performance.
I think that's exactly what they have to do, guys. Don't dwell on the final score. Think about the things you did well and move forward and take it from there.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. And Detroit looking at who they've got Batum. Andre Drummond is out there with Ilyasova. Then there's Jennings, and it's McLemore at the 2. Now here is Harris. Outside Mayo. He dishes it to Plumlee. 6 on the shot clock from deep. And Harris gets it to go on the assist from Plumlee. Harris has got his second bucket of the night.
Perfect release that time. I thought it might get blocked. No.
Yeah, he was giving up a lot of size in that particular matchup, but the excellent ability to get off that shot despite the disadvantage inside.
That's a surprise. Really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right on.
Mayo, that's good.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
Here's Batum, following the basket by O.J. Mayo. Now here's McLemore outside. Again, the miss by the Pistons. Bucks have got their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Got that one up quick. Mayo's got his second basket of the game.
Excellent solid ball movement there, guys. And that's key to this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Now here's Jennings. 20 points for him last game against Washington. And the shot is good.
It took them a while, but finally they take the lid off. You know, sometimes all it takes is one to get a team going. We'll see if that's the case here.
Here's Harris. 14 points from him the last game against Chicago. Plumlee dishes to Monroe. And again, it's Milwaukee converted.
Impressive start here. That's 5 straight makes to start the game.
Out to the right wing. On the Macklemore, and that one's good.
Good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Harris kicks to Monroe. Score of the basket is 2 attempts.
He really looks sharp here. Razor sharp. Extremely focused.
Jennings passes to Macklemore. Ilyasova against Monroe. And Ilyasova kicks to Drummond. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Drummond's got his first 2 points of the night.
Excellent execution of the plan there.
Milwaukee leading by 6. Harris with it. He's got 5. Plumlee with the screen. Parker drives in. That's rebounded by Ilyasova.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They execute. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait.
Harris dishes the mail. It's stolen by Macklemore. Inside. They kick out to Ilyasova. And it comes off the front of the rim.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Shot's good. And that's now 6 points for O.J. Mayo.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
There's got to be a wall of defense when it comes to attacking the paint. Plain and simple.
Now here's Macklemore. A 14-point game for him in the win against Washington. And he makes good on the win. Macklemore's got 7 points.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage. Since the All-Star break, he's been unstoppable. He's averaging 15 points a game, 12 rebounds with 2 blocks, and he's such a big presence for them on the inside.
Yeah, whether it's sending shots back airmail or cleaning the glass, he's the total package.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Plumlee. Chris Middleton comes in for Parker, and it's Vasquez in for O.J. Mayo. Now let's send it down to Doris Burke, who was able to talk with Stan Van Gundy.
We discussed their game plan defensively, and he mentioned that controlling Greg Monroe will be crucial. He said Monroe is a guy who can score inside, rebounds well, and his passing really sets him apart. Their offense runs best when it goes through his hands, so pressuring him and staying vigilant is essential for us. Guys, can they slow him down?
And thank you for that, Doris. Now, here's Antetokounmpo. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. And Harris, wide open, he shoots. And another three for Milwaukee.
They've been hot here early, dropping them in left and right.
Rolling. We'll see how long they can keep it going.
50 seconds left in the first quarter. Harrison the double team. Dishes it to Johnson. This one for three. Shot misses. Great D that time from Middleton. Milwaukee leading by 9. Harris gets it over.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
Milwaukee shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And they've been mediocre all season long, just about 72% from the line.
You know, I know that's an aspect they've been trying to address as a team. I mean, they've got to get those free throw numbers up and improve.
First free throw is good. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Detroit. Middleton hits them both. There's 37 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here's Rozier, guarded by Harris. Pass to Johnson. McGee a screen, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
We got 22 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
This is down. My fault. My fault.
$15 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Rozier. From deep three-point range, and it would have counted and fallen, but it's offline. And after just one quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. Bucks lead by 11. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. So far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And for the Bucks here, they've been putting a show on, guys.
You know, it's been about how solid they've been offensively here, really tuned in with one another.
Good ball movement, and it's paid off on the scoreboard.
Pistons trail by 11. On the floor for Detroit, the two is out there with Marcus Morris. Then there's Jennings. Then it's Johnson. And it's Baines in at the 5 spot. Now here's Jennings. Johnson, a wide open look. That one wide left.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Wirth for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Bulls delivered quite a performance. He ended with 14 points and was just efficient on the offensive end, picking his spots on when to keep the ball moving or try his own luck. A bit of a surprise attack for him, as he is usually just regarded as a role player on his team.
Thanks, Doris. He had a heck of an outing that night, G.A.
Yeah, he really did. Yeah, I mean, a very professional performance. Great hard every single second he was on the court.
Guys, that's what we expect from him, and he rarely lets us down, and he certainly didn't let us down that night.
Batum wide open. He fired. Another miss by Batum.
I'm shocked that it didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Rebound by the Pistons. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
And we've talked about how in the NBA you've got to earn your points the hard way, and that really wasn't the case in that game for them.
No, there was no hard way about it. I mean, they got their points easily on dunks and layups against a defense that really didn't offer much of a fight.
O.J. Mayo is checked in for the Bucks. Detroit also making some changes. Drummond comes in for Aaron Baines, and it's Ilyasova in for Morris.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
It's Parker with the drive. Pass to Plumlee, and it's sent back by Drummond. Now here's Jennings. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. And it's Drummond with the jam.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Carter Williams, the pass to Mayo. Soft touch on the pass. Mayo's got 8 points.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
It's Jennings with the drive. Over in the corner, Batum. Batum with another miss.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that goal.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
I'll call that time on the way up. That'll give them 2 chances at the free throw line here. The Bucks shoot their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. Carter Williams. 2 shots.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. One's checked in for Milwaukee. And McLemore, he's checked in for the Pistons. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. So the Bucks, their last game, a win against the Bulls.
You know, they played well enough to win, but to be honest with you, I just felt like their opponent's defensive performance was shaky at best.
Yeah, I'd go along with that, Greg. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard for it as they should have.
Milwaukee leading by 9. Pass to Vaughn. Parker kicks to Mayo. The pass to Vaughn. 5 to shoot. Here's Parker. Andre Drummond grabs the miss. Pistons trail by 9. Rebound by Parker. For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Hunter Williams dishes to Mayo. And Parker, here we go. Here's Plumlee, now in the scoring column with that deuce. 1 for 2 this game.
You know, the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
It's all about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks your coach grew up.
Detroit with the ball after the basket by Milwaukee. Here's Batum. And the layup falls. Batum's got 5 points now in the quarter.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly, they've been the aggressors thus far when it comes to attacking the interior in this first half.
And that one's good. Pistons trail by 11. Outside, Batum. The 11-footer, no good. Excellent D there from Mayo. For Milwaukee, they've gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Carter Williams had passed to Plumlee. That one goes. Plumlee's got the lead up to 13 now for the Bucks.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
Carter Williams against Jennings. And Ilyasova kicks to Batum. Outside Jennings. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two. It's on Jabari Parker. Detroit shooting their first free throws of the evening.
All right, now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
That free throw good from Jennings. A different look from Milwaukee. Monroe's checked in for Plumlee. Chris Middleton comes in for O.J. Mayo. And it's Vasquez in for Michael Carter Williams. And a different look here for the Pistons. JaVale McGee's checked in for Andre Drummond. Aaron Baines comes in for Ilyasova. Marcus Morris is checked in for Nicholas Batum. And it's Rozier in for McLemore. And in Jennings, it's them both. 46 seconds left in the first half. Vasquez dishes to Middleton. Parker outside.
Move the ball. Stick it to Mike.
6 on the shot clock. Free throw line jump shot. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Here's Rozier, and there's the feed to Jennings. Kicks it to Baines. From 12 feet out. And so we wrap up the first half. Milwaukee on top. They lead by 11. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
All right, listen up, guys. Way to come out strong in the first half. Taking care of business. TCB. Our passing has been very precise. I'll give you guys a lot of credit for that. We've been extremely smart with the ball. Basically haven't given them any gifts whatsoever. Our offense in the paint was a positive. Our entry passes were sharp, and you showed off some excellent post moves. Really nice footwork down there. The pace of the game, just to bring that up real quick, isn't a huge concern because I think we're suited to play at any speed. But somewhere in the middle of the tempo spectrum would probably be ideal. That's it for now, guys. Let's go get that W.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters.
Let's take a look at some numbers in this one for Harris. He has 8 points, and he's got 2 baskets from out in three-point land.
I'm sure they'd like to get a few more of those out of him.
Pistons trail by 11. At the 2 and the 3 are Mayo and Parker. Craig Monroe is out there with Miles Pump, and it's Harris at the 1. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Jason Kidd. Here's Drummond, and that one's drained from the low block. Drummond's got the first basket of the second half here for Detroit. And the Bucks, they're shooting wonderfully up to this point, 67%. Plumlee with a screen on Jennings. Harris against Jennings. Harris kicks to Parker. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Parker's got his second basket.
Oh, he got the D that time. Nice up and under.
Outside Jennings. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Shot clock at 6. And a miss there on the triple.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Well, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Drummond sets the screen for Jennings. Batum with the ball. Now Monroe defending. Plumlee against Drummond. Roundy, McLemore. Shot is no good. And Milwaukee the other way now. On the wing, Harris. Monroe outside. Good opportunity right here. Rebound, Detroit.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
Now here's Jennings. Outside for Batum. Gets to the corner and buries it. Batum's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Pistons. Harris against Jennings. Parker sets the screen for Harris. And it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender up.
You can't afford to give him that kind of a look.
Well, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Thanks, Kevin. Jason Kidd had some words for his team over that break. He told Harris that he wants their offense to run through him. Coach has a lot of faith in him offensively and let his players know it, insisting that he be at the forefront of what they do at that end of the court from here on out. Those are likely not the last adjustments they make today, guys. There's still time left in this one. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris. Now here is Harris. He's got 10, and the basket good.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
Pistons trail by 13. Outside Jennings. Drummond the screen. Jennings passes to Drummond. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo.
That'll increase their rebounding thing. They've definitely been winning that battle on the board.
You know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's giving them control of this game.
Smart pass by Carter Williams right there.
Here's Jennings. Third quarter of basketball here in just a little under 3.5 minutes going by. Six to shoot. to end the run. It's a big high bounce and goes in. Jennings has got 6.
That was a terrific shot by Jennings. Not only is he quick, but he's smooth too.
He needs to calm down. We're taking too many shots early in the clock. Let's get some ball movement and run something on the offensive end. Keep it simple. Let's throw it down inside or run some pick and roll up top.
The leaders among centers and power forwards in field goal percentage during the last month. Frank Monroe, number 1.
That is because he has a terrific sense and touch around the basket. He just finds ways to convert low post opportunities.
Yeah, I concur with that. But it's not just finesse with him, guys. I mean, he can use his strength as well. He'll get his points the soft or the hard way.
Now here's Carter Williams. Here's Monroe. Morris with the rebound.
And even though he missed that, you have to take those shots when you get the opportunity.
Exactly. They don't come much better or easier than that.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that he can afford.
And the slammed up pass to Humboldt.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. I want an assist.
1:43 left in the third quarter. Johnson outside. He feeds it to Morris. Back to Johnson. Shot clock at 6. A 3. Rebound, Milwaukee. At one point, they led by 16. It's tipped. Middleton dishes to Antetokounmpo. Back to Middleton. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. And the Bucks lead by 15. Detroit's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Morris a screen. Rozier the pass to Morris. Three-pointer. Again a miss by Morris. Bucks have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Harris with it. And it's Johnson picking him up. Harris kicks to Monroe. Back to Harris. And he pokes in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Now here's Johnson. Looking for his first basket still in this one. And the wide open shot from Morris. Buries the long range jumper. There's 21 seconds left to play in the third. Now here's Carter Williams. He's guarded closely. Dish down to Monroe. It's on a 3. Can't hit. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Bucks lead by 14. And we'll get going after this from the BMO Harris Bradley Center. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. Milwaukee leading by 14. And on the floor for Detroit here in the fourth. Jennings out there with McLemore. And it's Johnson. Then there's Andre Drummond. And it's Morris in the four-man position. Parker dishes to Vasquez. Shot clock at 5. Here's Harris. Hands it from downtown. Harris has got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Bucks. Pistons trail by 17. Drummond the screen. Jennings drives in. Rebounded by the Bucks. Monroe's got his fourth rebound in this one. Here's Vasquez. No luck. Good D by Johnson.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Jennings passes to Morris. That falls. Great assist by Brandon Jennings. Jennings has got 6 assists here tonight. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Harris kicks to Monroe. Fast move, and the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. The Bucks making a switch here. Huntley's checked in, and then for Detroit, Ilyasova, he's checked in for Marcus Morris, and it's Batum and for Johnson. And that one falls for Greg Monroe. Pistons trail by 18.
We need to calm down. We're taking too many shots early in the clock. Let's get some ball movement and run something on the offensive end. It's simple. Let's throw it down inside or run some pick and roll up top.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Jason Kidd was saying to his team. He urged his guys to get after it on the offensive glass, to follow every single shot, extend possessions, and cash in on some second-chance points. He also said that he loved their matchups in the low post and told his guys to get the ball into the post whenever they can. Guys, they're operating under the principle that it's never too late to fine-tune the game plan. Kevin, over to you.
All right, Doris, thanks. That is good. 9 points for Ben McLemore. Bucks leading by 16. Now Harris. He kicks the Plumlet. Vasquez dishes to Parker. Shot clock at 6. Milwaukee aims to get off a shot here. The 17-foot, and he connects with the jumper. And the Bucks lead by 18. For Detroit, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Jennings passes to Ilyasova. Jennings against Harris. Drummond with a screen on Harris. The drive by Jennings can't connect from 14 feet out. Bucks have gone 3 of 4 on field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Screen by Monroe. Now here's Vasquez, guarded by McLemore. 5 to shoot. Here's Parker. Who's back up, and the bucket is good from Plumlee down low.
The tenacity on that interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Ilyasova lays it up and makes it in.
Whether by design or accident, that was a very high quality shot they created.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Bucks leading by 18.
You got it. Get the ball inside.
And here is Harris. Parker outside. Looking to end his cold spell, and it's good on the way in.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number one right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
Now here's Jennings. Feeds to Ilyasova. He dishes it to Batum. Here's Jennings. Batum trying to break loose. Some solid defense from Harris.
This hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need to start burying some of them.
Puts one up from 19. The shot will not go. The Pistons go the other way with it. Ilyasova with the ball. He's picked up by Parker. In a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Bucks.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
They've also jumped on any opportunity they've had to attack the basket tonight. I mean, excellent penetration.
And the first one of the line is good. And Antetokounmpo's check in for Milwaukee. And Jennings drops them both. Harris with it. 1:57 left in the fourth quarter. Outside Mayo. Back to Antetokounmpo. It's stolen by McLemore. And Milwaukee has possession. There's 1:38 left to play in the final quarter. Rebound by Monroe.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
You know what? He's never been known as a three-point shooter. Not sure why he continues to try. And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Bucks.
And Clark, the hard work on the glass paid off.
You know, they both are excellent rebounding teams. I thought it was a tough battle underneath both ways.
And of course, this season for these guys has been just remarkable. Win after win, we've watched them take on the best teams in the league and dispatch them with ease. Tonight will mark win number 72, adding to the scoring season one more time.
They took control of this season series matchup from the get-go, making every play they needed to en route to winning all 4 of their games this year against the Pistons.
And I don't think anybody saw a performance like this one coming tonight. What a big-time game for Harris. Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth. And Monroe bugging on the assist by Harris.
The fans are just loving what's going on here tonight. A really good win for the home team.
It sure is. I mean, they kept this crowd in the game, gave them plenty to cheer about, and really used that home court advantage to their advantage.
Ilyasova can't hit. Well, this one is winding down now. Milwaukee can watch the clock run out. Now here is Harris. From downtown, it's off. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
Yeah, they were the superior team in every department, in every category. I know their fans loved it and appreciated it.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And time now to hand over to Ernie Johnson for the 2K postgame show.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time now to present our Jordan Player of the Game. Freak, how'd you feel about his performance, Kenny?
He was dead on from the field tonight, guys. I call his performance economical because there was no wasted opportunities. He took advantage of every good look he got. I mean, everything he put up was going in.
He was in a groove tonight, Ernie, Kenny. He's getting in that playoff mode already. Perfect timing with the postseason approaching. He had it all going on the whole game.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a good night, everybody.
Alright guys, if y'all enjoyed the video, what I want y'all to do is make sure y'all leave a like, comment, subscribe. I'm gonna post mostly every day or every week whenever I have free time. Catch you guys in the next video. Hopefully y'all enjoyed. Catch you guys in the next video.